Thanks, Stephen. And so we can go to the first slide, please, Alexi. Hi, everybody. I'm Karla Fox-Reynolds. I'll present on the first slide, and then I'll hand over to Julia to present on the second slide. So Julia and I have just joined as co-chairs for Working Group 6 for residential, I think a month ago, approximately. So the working group did begin about 6 months ago, but came into a couple of challenges with some health issues, can't be avoided. So we're sort of almost re-kicking off, and our first meeting sort of with myself and Julia as co-chairs will be next week. So what we'll speak to today is more so the idea of why this working group has been set up as a separate piece to the other working groups. So our purpose is to create large-scale demand, to raise awareness and to build capacity to increase the use of low embodied carbon solutions in the residential building sector. So the logic for a separate residential working group is in recognition of the varied and complex challenges, but also the unique opportunities that surround this sector. And that makes it quite different to the commercial sector. The residential sector was responsible for more than 50% of the construction industry's embodied carbon in 2022. At the moment, the sector is experiencing some sustained economic pressure, supply and labour constraints, high price of land, increasing interest rates that we're all feeling right now. It's become, well, even more so than previously, it's become even more broadly resistant to change. However, the demand is high. And using this opportunity to influence the sector's business as usual is probably more important than ever. It is even possible that zero or low embodied carbon solutions could potentially provide the sector with solutions that enable further progress. Through this group, we will be addressing single residential as well as apartment buildings, noting that as part of the whole industry, though, they are at a very stage of maturity due to the involvement of different players as well as other factors. As I said, the working group has been in existence for about 6 months, and there are 4 sub-working groups that have previously been agreed to. These include leadership, culture, finance, and quick wins. So one of our first tasks over the next 2 meetings will be to discuss, agree, and then activate those sub-working groups. So it's going to be an exciting time for all of us. And I'll hand over to Julia for the second slide. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karla. As you can imagine, the demand for low carbon homes is a bit lower because it's not at the moment driven by home buyers due to a lot of other constraints that they have. And so what we really want to do as part of this working group, as a first step, is to use MECLA collaborative model to leverage and support the early adopters, so that we can demonstrate that there are solutions for low carbon residential buildings. We want also to identify and disseminate quick wins. So for example, that could be case studies or piloting low carbon homes, or developing guidelines on some specific build-ups or elements that would really help to reduce embodied carbon on homes and apartments. And we will also want to raise techno awareness and capabilities, so either via regulations, but also looking at the customer's journey and how we can raise awareness on the home buyer side. Looking at how we can potentially engage and look at opportunities with the finance sector as well. For example, we've seen that there is mortgage benefits with homes that have low energy use. Is it something that could be replicable for low embodied carbon? And yes, there is a lot of opportunities that have been part of the early stage discussion, and it's very exciting. I feel that there is a lot that we can look at. In terms of the strategy, what we would want to do, that there is already a lot of resources that were produced by the other working groups. So we want to make sure that this is leveraged for the residential sector. And we also want to look at redefining the different subgroups and agree on the key objective of each of them, as well as what will be the deliverables. As we're a new group, we are looking for new members. So at the moment, we are well represented across the industry, with people from the government, from development side, designers, manufacturers, builders, and more. But if you would like to join, you're very welcome to join. I think we would be especially interested if you have contacts in the financial system or social and affordable housing and volume builder. Thank you very much.